fields, the river systems. And he sent a beautiful white spirit down to help him. And her name was Gurry. So Gurry and Yandinji worked tirelessly together, forming the landscapes throughout Australia. And Yandinji could see the beautiful white spirit was tiring. So he formed 3 rocks in the ocean. He told her to lay down and have a sleep. And as she slept, he continued working hard on the landscape. And when she woke up, she fell in love with this place and said, "This place is beautiful. I want to stay here." Yandinji said, "No, you can't. You're a beautiful white spirit and you are to live in the heavens." She was not happy with this and continued pestering Yandinji. And eventually he said, "Yes, you can, but you're not allowed to stay as a beautiful white spirit." She agreed to this, and one more time he told her to lay down on the 3 rocks in the ocean. And as she lay down on the 3 rocks in the ocean, he covered her with all these beautiful trees. He made the lakes into her eyes so that she would stare into the heavens to see where she come from. The soft, sweet flowing water became her breath. He put some animals on this island, and then he put the caretakers, the Bachelor people, telling the Bachelor people of 3 golden rules. Always take care of the land and the land will take care of you. If you had plenty of food, you were to share. And always take care of your elders were the rules given to the Bachelor people of this land. You can see now that in the Aboriginals that lived on this island, as I said, 200 to 300 could live on this island quite comfortably. And as they slowly pushed the Aboriginals from the mainland in 1860 onto this island, number increased, food had to be brought across to them so they could survive. As I said, in 1863, the government reverted their decision 3 years after they made this a national park for Aboriginals. Reverted their decision and started taking timber from the island, and the Aboriginals were pushed to the northern end of the island. Guys, I'm just hoping that this next few kilometres we'll be able to get through here, because I normally encounter a tag-along tour. We might be lucky this morning to get through without encountering these 3 or 4 vehicles in a row. I'd be surprised if we do see one of the smaller tour operators, but once again it may do, depending how that beach was tooled. They got on the beach early and come up from Noosa, which is where some tour operators work out of. So these Aboriginals were pushed to the north, and I told you about Yankee Jack, or Mr. Piggott, spying on the females, what they call his blackbirding. Here's the first of them. Aboriginals were taken from the mainland, and this didn't happen overnight, and they were brought onto the island. As the timber cutters come onto the island, the Aboriginals started being pushed to the north. As I said, there was a lot of death associated with the timber industry in this area, both black and white. And as I said, the Aboriginals defended their land. The Aboriginals from New South Wales were brought in to protect the Aboriginals. The Aboriginals of New South Wales were brought into the industry to protect the timber cutters, because the Aboriginals of this area certainly had arguments and some squabbles and so on, but full out bloodshed, no. But the Aboriginals of New South Wales did not hesitate. They were paid, put in a blue uniform, and yes, they would defend the timber cutters. The first timber to be taken from the island were the softwood timbers. You had carry pines, hoop pines and white cypress, and this timber was dragged across by bullock teams, horse and cattle teams and bullock teams, dragged to the western side. The western side is over your right shoulder. We are virtually running parallel with the western side.